If you're following along on YouTube, you're looking at a de-identified statement from Avon's private student loans. It looks like as of May 2025, you owed just over $32,000 on your statement. And I see here what you're talking about, a regular monthly payment of $389. So that's what you're talking about, where basically in the months that you're able to, you will essentially double up that payment. Is that accurate?
Yes. Right now I have. So before you helped me out, I was paying monthly around 460 for
Mm-hmm.
this loan, and then you told me or reminded me that I needed to refinance because the interest rates went down and my payment went down. So because my payment went down, I was already comfortable paying 460 a month. I just kept paying 460, and then now, yeah, I'm adding on another $300 that I would be paying for my federal loans, but those are still in
Well,
forbearance.
it's interesting because if you're looking at this statement, there are a few things, and you did bring up the fact that we had a previous conversation, and that the reason for that conversation was twofold. First, it was, you're right, at the time that we had the conversation, private student loan rates had gone down. And one of the things that we talk about on this podcast is the fact that because of the uniqueness of how you figure out what your interest rate would be with private student loans, it's actually something that you can check like frequently. I tell people to check as frequently as quarterly to figure out if there's an opportunity to lower the interest rate on your private student loans or to refinance a federal student loan with a private lender. So as you can see on this statement, the interest rate that you're currently paying is 5.36%. So that was part of the recommendation. You checked, you were able to lower that interest rate. The other is something that you actually see next to the interest rate. It's fixed. So if you
Amen.
recall, another reason that I said, hey, you need to look into changing this is because you had a private student loan, but it had variable interest rates.
Yes, and Powell, when he started jumping those rates, I was looking at my payments like, what is happening here? I was like, oh wait, Brendan talked about refinancing. Let me remind him, and you helped me out. I appreciate
Absolutely.
that.
So that's definitely something where I'm bringing this up not to pat myself on the back, but it's a reminder to people who may have private student loans to check the structure of those interest rates, because they may find that they're also in variable rates and they're wondering, okay, why is my payment increasing? Or they're unaware of the fact that even if it hasn't already, it could increase